Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer, and yeah, that's a flashlight. A Maglite to be specific. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to check out my other videos. I do a lot of less lethal launchers, which is stuff like this Pepperball VKS that I've customized and modified. Shoots a 68 caliber projectile that's powered by air and causes a lot of damage when it hits, a lot of pain, but less likely to kill you than a firearm, and they're not FFL regulated. So my channel caters to any kind of personal home self-defense stuff that is not an FFL regulated firearm. So we do less lethal launchers, we do high-powered air guns, we do archery, we do black powder. We've even done an episode on baseball bats, and hey, several on flamethrowers, or a flamethrower. I've got one. But anyway, today we're going to talk about flashlights, Maglites specifically. So tactical flashlights are pretty handy, except for when you get kicked out of the Smithsonian for having one, which happened to you, boy. But anyway, so like something like this. This is a Bushnell, simple. I got this thing at Walmart a few years ago, whatever. So it's made out of metal. You hold it in your hand like this, and you're going to punch and strike with it if you need to, or just use it as a light. It does have a strobe, which is good. You definitely want a strobe on one if you can possibly get one, especially on a weapon light. But this has chrelinated edges on both ends, so it's going to hurt somebody if you hit them with it, but you're basically doing the same body mechanics as if you didn't have it in your hand. It's just going to hurt worse if you do have it in your hand. It's not extending your reach or anything like that, whatever. So you kind of have to have some skill set to start with for it to be very effective for self-defense. That's true with anything you're using like that, but if you're using a Maglite, and let's face it, this is basically a baseball bat as well. It's a little baseball bat that puts out a beam of light. So this does increase your reach. So most of the time, if you're going to use one as a weapon, you're going to hold it this way and strike with this end. That way, you've got this big part here to keep you from losing it. So anyway, so this is just, how one comes out of the box, right? So is this an effective weapon if, God forbid you ever had to use it as one? Well, sure it is. Like I say, it's kind of a miniature baseball bat. But can you make it better? Yep. So what you can do, for one thing, you can put a glass breaker on the back of it. So this is a Fluke version, pretty much the same light, but this is just one of the Fluke editions, Fluke electrical editions. So this is still an ML300 L. I believe that's what this is too. Yeah, ML300 L. So these are the newer LED versions. So, and I'll put a link for this. Make sure though, make sure to check your versions, and there's always, and I'm going to do eBay links on these. So your series, like this is an ML300 series, so make sure to check that because the end cap for the incandescent ones, I believe, is different. So you definitely want to double check that. So you can put that guy on there. So now you've got, a sharp point. It's a glass breaker, but, it's also going to hurt worse if you do hit somebody with it than if you hit them with a solid flat end like that. So is that enough? Well, it could be, but you could also take it one step further and put the glass breaker on the back and put you a new bezel on it that's chrelinated, just like one of these. So these I'm going to link also, and actually I just ordered a new one. This is an older Maglite here, okay? So again, make sure when you look at these, you're checking the models of your flashlights. This is one that was an old incandescent one that I converted. So it's probably going to use different parts than these. I think maybe the bezels are the same, but the end cap's different, but they always have a list of what's compatible. So I'll show you the one I've got ordered for these. Alright, so got a couple of these ordered for the newer ones here. I've had this set up for a long time, but these are 304 stainless steel, so should be pretty tough. I believe this one is just like aircraft aluminum, but anyway, I don't think it's going to matter either way. I think that's going to hurt like heck if you hit somebody with it. So anyway, a couple upgrades, that and that. And then I just threw some grip tape on it to give it even a little more grip on this big one. That thing's huge. So that's a 4 cell. These are 3 cells. One good thing about your newer ones like this series, these do have a strobe. You hit the button 3 times and it has a digital strobe actually, and you have high and low beams. So Maglites are great, and I think probably one of the biggest benefits of them is the fact that they are such a force multiplier. I mean, look at the things. That's a bat. It's a mini bat. So can't beat that. Definitely pick one up, dress it out like that, make it a little more aggressive, and you got you a little or a big tactical light that you can carry in your vehicle or whatever, or side of the bed and all that. But you probably should have something better than a 3-cell flashlight at the side of your bed for home defense. Just saying. All right, guys, y'all like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.